Good morning, welcome to your Train Morning Commute. My name's SlowWolf. Let's get this party started. Last time, look, it was New Year's Day in the evening. We did okay, ish. We at least beat the run. This time, holy cow, we've already got a 50,000. How? Look, let's not talk about that too much. Let's instead think about what's going on this run. So we got Stygian Guard with Soul Guard again. We got Hellhorn with Torch, which is terrible news. Hello. Now, seeing double. When the first friendly unit is summoned each turn, create a copy is really good. Restore 5 health to all units after combat is really good. Small hands is not so good. We're going to need to focus on either getting lots of card draw or keeping your deck extremely thin. Yeah. Welder Helper does add some pretty neat stuff to the pile here. Ice Storm, Flash Freeze. These are good spells. I can see this working. And again, I forgot to check which Seraph we have. And which bosses we all have. But it should be fine. Overall, I'm not too worried. So, first... Daedalus. Is it Daedalus? It is Daedalus. It seems as if that is the damage shield version. And then Arcus with... I don't think that that's the spell shard one. Okay, cool. Let's see what we do. Oh, right, and if you're the Temperate... Okay, you're not the one that gives us the things. Okay, I'm now all caught up in my brain. We're good to go. Let's get this party started. So we got a decent number of targeted damage spells and some regular damage spells. We got some Welder Helper to help out with that kind of stuff. And importantly, we have torches, which are not good at all, but will be able to help out getting some stuff done in the early game at the very least. Our artifact for today, immediate get of the first Hell Pact. And look, we've turned down the first Hell Pact once and immediately regretted it. There are some times where it'll be bad, as in just not useful, but there are other times where it'll be very, very useful, and this is one of those times. I think that for our purposes, we're going to go for Titan Channel. There's a couple reasons for this, but mostly because as long as we cast 4 spells on the same floor, we could get 2 Soul Guards out of it very quickly, and they can't for themselves. Like, we might just have a 1 creature run at the rate this is going, which would be stellar. All of you are making it to the top, huh? How do I want to deal with this? Do I want to take the damage, or do I want to... I want to avoid as much damage as possible. This much I know. So we're going to sit up here. We're going to do our best to take care of as much of this as we can. We kill you. We cast you. And suddenly we're awake. That's just a lot of bad guys. I don't understand why they need this many baddies. We are going to go ahead and put down 2 of these boys on one of the floors, I guess. Okay. One of them, again, made it to the top. Very upsetting. This needs to stop now. I'm annoyed we didn't draw Ice Storm when we needed him, honestly. Okay, down here. Can we sneak in an extra Train Steward? We did. That was pretty cool. And we might as well Ice Storm to help speed things up. 40 damage down there is not a waste of time, honestly. I'm debating. I do think this is better, but I'm probably wrong on that front. And let's just get the Welder Helper out there anyway. Who cares? Cool, now he's very dead. This might have been a mistake. 1490 is not a great score for your first go-through here on, but yeah, it's fine. Ice Tornado is okay. It does decent damage. It could use some upgrades, but every upgrade does help it by quite a lot. And it's got Permafrosts, so it doesn't really do too much to our deck, but it's also not an X-cost card, just kind of what we're gaming for right now. I think we can safely skip that one. Out of these, Vent becomes actually very interesting, because it is an X-cost card that does deal with one of our primary issues right now, which is just a lot of people on one floor, so I'll be happy to take that. We have no use for Merchant of Steel right now, so we're going to go down this route, see if we can get anything out of the Stygian banner. And we did. It's an odd one. To me, at least. Like, if we go for Siren of the Sea, it's a perfect replacement for one of the Train Stewards. The issue I'm thinking of is that Siren is potentially a little bit squishy. And although it stacks really well with Incant, we don't have the room on each floor to make it work. Yet. After our first boss fight, we'll have the space necessary to put the Siren of the Sea on the same floor if we need to. Cold Celia is also really good. I like the idea of having Frostbite 6 effectively, and if we give that Cold Celia a multi-strike, we have 2 of those out on the same floor, they apply Frostbite 12, like, it's not bad. I think it's better to go for Siren of the Sea, though. She's stronger, she's tougher. Gain double stack. Sadly, not going to do much good here. 20 magic power and consume. Look, on a torch, that does wonders. Then reducing the cost of a spell by 1. Doesn't immediately make me a thrill-happy man. I mean, putting on Flash Freeze makes Flash Freeze, like, just okay. But I'd be happier to reroll for right now and see what we can get. Permafrost on the vent. It doesn't do too much. It's not awful, it just doesn't do too much. Put another consume on the torch, then reduce the cost of... Flash Freeze? No. At this point, we purge a card. Remove one of the train stewards at the very least, and let's see what we can do after that. This is a weird one. We definitely want to upgrade our creatures next if we can. We probably should save money for that, but the Spikes 3 situation should be able to help. Like, we are not exactly attacking often, so we're probably okay on that front. Shame. Just getting a kill here. Okay. We have to Ice Storm. I'm going to put the Welder Helper down here to give her the armor she needs to survive, and then I'll Frostbite here. Well, balls to that, I guess. Great. I'm glad I wasted my time with all that then. We need to cast one spell and this floor probably does itself in, right? That's kind of what we're hoping on. Yeah, okay, good. It worked. Barely, but it worked. It turns out that having 2 Soul Guard the Modders that are way stronger than they ought to be sitting on the bottom floor smashing things is good. Surprise! Titan's Gratitude is extremely strong. It's an eminently castable ability, like, card. Guardian's Ambulance neat because it allows us to effectively double cast for 0, which is really, really nice. And applying sap does not hurt. Tough one. Let's go for the Guardian's Amulet and see what we can do. And Hornbreak is a better torch. In all circumstances. I like the plan. Pyre Chomper is interesting because of the potential for X cost cards to be staggeringly strong. Molting Imp is neat because it's effectively a vent and, you know, a couple wee imps to sit in front of you, which is neat. It also removes damage shield. There's definitely something behind Molten Imp here. But... how tight do I want to keep this deck is the question. I think that for our purposes right now, Molting Imp has some flex, and I like that a lot. We're going to go for the Molting Imp and see what we can do with it. Especially if we can give it Endless. We're great. Offering Monument is interesting. Okay, that's where our game is. Okay, I got a good feeling about this. There's something to this. Rage 7 does not immediately make anybody happy. Quick. Again, what? Who cares? Reroll this. See if we get lucky. Large Stone is not what I was going for. Offering Monument is not going to do any better with that. Large Stone... I mean... again, no, that doesn't help at all. What a waste, sadly. Okay, well, let's purge some cards then instead. That's unfortunate. We don't want any of those upgrades. Rage 7 does not help. Okay, Concealed Caverns, give me something. 3 Dante's Candles, get Dante later. I don't like this. Our deck is not able to make good use of Dante. Sorry, I can't help, dude. It's a shame, because I really like Dante. He's a really powerful card. But, I don't think that our deck is aiming that way, which is a bit of a shame. Now, let's see what we can do against Daedalus here. Daedalus is going to be an issue, no matter what I do. I'm going to put Silence up here, and then we're going to torch one of you guys. Okay, here's where I put down Offering Monument. I torch that one. So allows me to foregone power. So allows me to torch. So allows me to foregone power. Cool! It worked! Soul Guard's up and running. Yeah, this is why I got the multi-game. Okay, Vent. You know what? We're not going to use the Vent. We have no need. Okay, foregone power. Might as well Flash Freeze. Torch one of these. And now they're both gone, which is fine. Just double up on how tough this guy is, and then call me in the morning, really. Now, the good news here... One, I don't have to take the damage. I don't think it matters. But that we've got this guy on the ropes. He is super toast on this floor. There's no way he isn't. Yeah, didn't think so. Go ahead, sap him, blast him. Try me, dude. Very interesting times. The Offering Monument does add some very interesting aspects to our game plan here. Spike of the Stygian is exactly what we're looking for. It's an X-cost spell. It applies Frostbite, applies Sap. It's pretty much perfect. Guard the Unnamed, Titan Sentry. Titan Sentry is actually a really good one-off. We can just stuff them on the floor and we're good. Give me more cards. That's the main deal. We're only drawing 3 cards a turn right now. We could use more gas. I'm happy to go down the right side. 1, to remove cards. We could easily remove the last 2 Train Stewards and be relatively happy. We're down to 19 cards in our deck, which is fine. Hellhorn Banner, no. Big skip. And then Artifact. Apply Spell Weakness 2 to enemy units when they enter the flow below the Pyro Room, or apply Daze to enemy units when they enter the flow below the Pyro Room. Good questions. I think Light's Gift is slightly better for us. Now, what about you? Do we go for Cold Channel? I think that we've got enough Frostbite at this point that we might as well just sink into the archetype at this point. Yeah, works for me. Okay, so Spikes 4, not a huge problem. And I realized that by going card draw, we've kind of nixed ourselves out of the ability to have Siren of the Sea and Titans, and Soul Guard the Martyr on the same floor. Oops, I guess. What I'm going to do instead is get this set up. I mean, this works, right? Okay, so this sucks. But I can go ahead and actually deal with that. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I will cast this. Grand. Okay, I have to cast this. And I definitely want to do this here to get the kill and the extinguish there. Now. Torch, I'm fairly happy to do. We don't have to spike the Stygian, but I think that it's fine. Especially because it just activates everything. Since everything's activated down there, we don't need to play any more spells down there. I'm happy to go ahead and start casting spells up here to get this incant up and running. Ow. 4 damage we didn't have to take. That sucks. You are dazed. You are not taking nearly enough damage. Okay, well, you're taking some now, but still not enough. Ow. Okay. We're going to cast everything we can up here. So that and Vent. really. That's it. Now, down here, we actually have some interesting plays to make. Ice Storm sort of helped. Flash Freeze helps. Flash Freeze helps. Foregone Power. Vent. Foregone Power again, and the dude is super dead. Not only just through the sheer stupid amount of frostbite he was getting, but yeah. And I realized that means that actually we do want to keep casting down there. Frostbite's important. Applying +5 magic power to cards in hand is really, really strong. Yeah. Okay. But we don't need any of that. This is a tough one. We're taking residual damage where we really don't need to be. Now, I'm of a mind to go left and remove some cards. I'm looking at like one of these garbage torches, one of the welder helpers maybe, something along those lines. And we still haven't found like spell power increases is the problem. If we go down the right side, we have a good chance of finding an artifact that actually works for us. I'm going to go for the greed. Start of the turn, add a random imp unit to your hand. It's not bad. I'll take the Imsicle. More imps does not make me sad. When you play your third card of the turn, draw one. It's fine. It's good. I'll take it. It's not what I wanted, but it allows our deck to be a bit more flexible. We'll have to see what we can do here. Now, enemies of multi-strike does not actually frighten me all that much. All we have to do is focus on this first floor as much as possible and not die. Hit an assault. Who's the boss of this one? Sneaky Clip. I imagine it's stealth boss. I was just not even checking. We're gonna set you up down here, boy. And give you this. And I'm gonna set up Solgar the Martyr up here. Alongside this one. So on my next turn, if I draw the Siren, we can go ham on this floor. Boo, yeah. Okay, time to go absolutely ham. This is pretty much exactly what we wanted. Roast him. Blast him. We can't torture anything on this floor, really, sadly. We wait, then. Okay. Now what? Well, we're gonna Ice Storm. We're gonna Flash Freeze. Foregone Power. Neat. Might as well harness the Titan. Might as well vent. Oh, we got the option. Foregone Power again. Alright, cool. So we've done as much damage as we can. This guy's very close to dying. As long as we can keep casting on this floor, the Frostbite should get there. Does it? It does. Excellent news. Okay, down here. Screw it. Just double imp him. Oh, wow, he's going to be really, really strong. Okay, cool. Cool news, everybody. Alright, so here's the bad news. He's still alive. Here's the good news. It almost doesn't matter. Almost. Slam that guy down, and suddenly, this guy's taking a lot more from just Frostbite alone. He's got 46 on him. Okay. And what would happen if I did this? Well, suddenly you got a lot more Frostbite on you, don't you? So second floor kill is not great, but it worked. Okay, units get an extra upgrade slot. It would be great if we actually got to a point where we could use those. Titan's Tooth is actually a really good card here as well, since we're discarding all these cards all over the place. And Impressive would be a powerful card for us as well, just because we have the capacity for nuking and good damage with it. Give me a spell upgrade thing. Like, I will happily work with that. Now, I don't know why I dodged the creature upgrade thing when I was just complaining about the creature upgrades being a thing that we don't have enough of. I think I might be thick. Let's just move on. Harness the Titan with Holdover is great. I think it's a very powerful way to do things, and then adding the fact that it's free will make it so it's just really, really good. Reroll, see if we can't find anything particularly potent. That is potent, actually. Ice Storm being much more powerful is good for us. And then making, man, I don't know. One of the 22 damage torches, like, free would be sick, too. Okay, Arcus. Look, next time we get the chance to upgrade our creatures, we'll do it. But, this is just ridiculous. I don't know why I'm playing this way. Okay, Solgar goes down first. End of story. Harness the Titans. Do we sap you now? Yeah, I think we do. The Frostbite could be enough that we actually end up with something. Okay, so Offering Monument goes down first. Cool. Harness the Titans. Ice Storm will help get kills somewhere. It's just a really bad time for it. I mean, I said it was a bad time for it. Okay, cool. You're dead now. Let's focus down here then for a minute. I think out of these two, I'll be far happier getting rid of that one. Okay, Dude with the Shield is going to take a lot of Frostbite and die now. Yes, he's dead. Harness the Titans again. Damn it. That's terrible news. I've made a massive mistake. What I will do is this and this. You're the last spell in my hand, so I might as well cast you here. And then you can cast Titan Sentry up here. That's probably fine. Look, bad news. I forgot about the spell shard. It was kind of the only one I didn't want to see, and look, there it was. At least we're making it work for us at this point. Okay, what kind of imp do we get? Fledgling imp. Okay, so this does allow us to just kill him, but I don't think it matters that much. I'm going to just put down the fledgling imp here, and that way it can handle its own self for a minute. The Siren is just going to go down and do nothing, is my feeling. Okay, and then down here, cast a couple spells. At least Ice Storm. Cool. We need to start getting that Frostbite counter a lot higher. We're going to make it through all this, I think. Okay, Fledgling Imp, cool. Harness the Titans. We can go ahead and toss out the dual Fledgling Imp. Impressive one of them into his face. Flash Freeze him. Forgotten Power him. Get the stacks down of Incant on that guy. And work with us in this one, right? That's not the one I was afraid of, so good news, everybody. We get to actually cast some things today. Make you as tanky as possible, because this is the second to last wave. Put out a Forgotten Power, or do I vent? Let's vent instead. I think that was the correct choice here. Okay, down here again. Cast this. We have too many imps now. It's too many. Go out here, slap him for 85, boys. It's too many imps. The Impsicle's not doing enough. This is fine though. So down here, harness the Titans. Ice Storm, Flash Freeze, Forgotten Power, laugh in his face as he takes just an inordinate amount of Frostbite damage. Yes, he chopped his way through several, like almost the entire floor. I don't even care. He died. We took no damage, so that's a win for me. Ancient Synergy would be greater in a deck that was a little bit thicker. I don't want it. Now is the question. Are we drawing enough cards? Yes. So I think we can now safely go Light of Seraph. We can now play Soulguard the Martyr and someone else on the same floor. What a time to be alive. We're going to go down this way. Because making your deck thin is always a good thing. There's no need for Welder Helper now in the deck. And I believe that Titan Sentry has outgrown his usefulness as well. He's good. He's gone. Urzel's Horde. Yeah. We're going to go for the magic power every time you play 3 or more spells a turn. We don't have... Oh, no! Do you see that? The Frostbite guy right there. Okay, if Soulguard has 10 or more stacks of Shard, remove Phased. It's cute. Problem. 10 stacks is a lot. What we're going to do instead is go for just the HP gathering at this point, and then hope that the amount of Frostbite that we get and the amount of damage we get out of the Siren will compensate. I'm not sure if it will. Also, that's brutal, dude. Oofersons. Okay, I made a mistake then. That sucked. Okay, so we got all the energy in the world. Every time one of you guys dies, it just absolutely ruins my day, huh? Everybody's awake at this point, but now it's just like, how much damage am I willing to take? It's all these tiny little dudes. Like, they do so much more than they ought to. Okay, let's put out a welder helper that doubles up. Good stuff. I was kind of hoping that would hit the frostbite one. You're dead due to frostbite. You're gonna live, and there's nothing we can do about it. You're about to deal us a lot of damage. We're just gonna have to be okay with that. It's too much damage, though. Okay, you're about to take 69. You will die on the next floor. I'm not worried about that. Harness the Titans. You're about to die, huh? That's kind of shit. What happens if I do this? Great. That worked pretty beautifully to me, actually. I'm happy to go ahead and put out the Guardian's Amulet at this point. Ice Storm works wonders on this floor as well, actually. It does reduce the amount of damage that we take by a lot. This might be a little bit altogether too much. Vent. Forgone, forgone. Okay, impressive. This guy, man. I don't know. Okay, we got enough shards at this point that he should be close to toast. If he's not toast, then we have to start seriously thinking about what we can do to make him toasted. Put out those two. Guardian's Amulet does help, actually. Ice Storm. Forgone Power for the Guardian's Amulet. Look, that barely worked, but I'll take it. We also took a serious amount of damage off the top floor. Yeah, our Siren dying there sucked. We can still beat the 40,000 point mark, though. It shouldn't be too difficult. Glacial Seal is actually really, really cool for us, too. It might be cooler for us than I'm giving it credit for, just because we can slam it down on a good turn later on and then just apply a bunch of Frostbite all in one go. The issue I have is that despite the fact that it does allow us to apply a lot of Frostbite, it's not like burst damage, which is the current thing that we're missing. I'm going to skip as a result. Important work is really, really good for us. I think that we'd be silly not to, and if we can find a way to give it holdover, I would be thrilled. We have to go down the creature side. However, we've gone long enough. So what do? I can happily remove the Molting Imp, I'm pretty sure. And remove, what, one of the two flash freezes, I'm pretty sure? That seems reasonable. We want to keep this deck as thin as possible. Here we have our multi-strike, which is kind of what we needed for our Siren to be good. We have plus 25 HP, which is going to make our Offering Monument that much better. Reroll. Another thing for our Offering Monument. Excellent news. And then another thing to make our Siren of the Siege that little bit stronger. And then give her quick, too, because we can. We have the money. Merchant of Trinkets. Please give me something. Start a battle, summon 4 random units. No. Playing a spell deals 2 random damage on the floor. That's neat. Let's see what else we can find. Units cost 2 less. Tough call. We only have like 3 units, but imps also count as units and also do take up energy. You know what? Forever Flame, you've earned my respect. Let's see what we can do. I have no small amount of trepidation over this one. I don't think we're going to get a good number of points here, but we can certainly try. I think this trick will be actually to set up on a different floor than what we would normally expect, and then just go hard. So that counts as 2 shards. We got magic power. Shame I messed up the Offering Monument. Look, it doesn't matter. Put out the Pyre Chomper. Get the energy you need. Torch them. Forgone Power them. Ice Storm them. You know what? If you absolutely must, you can put Offering Monument on a different floor another time. Okay, continue to play up here instead, though. Just give me a bunch of energy for reasons. I could apply this to him. It would do some work. Yeah, okay, that's some damage. Not enough, sadly. Ow. That was 10 damage you didn't need to take. We're not even going to get close to killing this person early, are we? Here. Molting Imp will seriously improve our odds there. Cool. Harness the Titans up here. Flash Freeze this guy. Ice Storm. Cool, it barely worked. Offering Monument here, sadly, just is badly placed because I put out the Siren as early as I did. Doubling up on creatures, man. If we had everybody on the same floor, like if I didn't have the modifiers that we do for this run, I'd be thrilled, but it's not the case. We can Foregone Power. It works exactly the way that I'd hoped, which is nice. Put out another Foregone Power because we can. Cool. Now what? Wow, that one guy's making it through without getting touched. This sap nonsense is really hurting. Holy cow, we're almost dead. He's gonna blast when he comes down here. Okay, well that's great news. Okay. We gotta do something. Cool. We have a weird situation where, like, the deck is kind of working. Well, it's not great. It's still good enough that it's like, okay, cool, we can get some stuff done. We have got 12 mana. To do pretty much whatever we want with. The chances of everything going pear-shaped are slim. But let's go ahead and apply... Let's see, you're dead, which is great news. We don't have any imps. Shame. It's a fine run. But, is it fine enough? Let's go ahead and slap these two down. Harness the Titans. Go ahead and Foregone Power off. Whoa! My hand! So large all of a sudden. Okay, and he's dead. He's dead before his time. How? Exactly? Is it just a Frostbite? I am very confused. 2 Offering Monuments and a bunch of spells have done what I did not think was possible for the rest of my deck. Mind you, the more spells I cast... If he's dead, he's dead. Just let it happen. Is it seriously just a Frostbite? Holy cow, dude. Like, okay, not a good run. We ended at way less than the number of points we would have liked. Not even close to the number of points we would have liked. 4,000, 3,000 points off is bad. We lived, which is great, but yikes. How did you get up to 47,000, my dude? Let's see. Soul Guard with Frostbite 2, and it can't gain a shard. So they went hard on the Frostbite early and then the incant, which was probably... I liked my choice. I guess it was wrong. You actually had the ability to get the Cuddlebeard, which would have made a huge difference for us. We didn't have the money for that. That was a big ouch for us. Their Side of the Sea got bigger earlier. Can't complain. What'd you end up going for? Double card draw, huh? Important work on holdover. Like, it's a seriously good run here. But I'm surprised that you just have the offering monument up to the point where you do. Still, like, we could have done a lot better. Evidence, our deck isn't that different from this one. But man, is it frustrating when you're just sitting there going, this somehow isn't working. I think what really got me was the seeing double. Like, I couldn't quite wrap my head around it. Small hands, easy to work around. Wand of Cure Light Wounds, it's pure help. Seeing double, you kind of shrug and go, what am I supposed to do about this sometimes? Like, sometimes I'm sure it's real easy to figure out, hey, I could just double up on this really cool, powerful ability that this imp has or whatever. But yeah, no, I had a rough time making it work. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Welcome to day 2 of 2021. Hopefully it's treating you nicer than 2020 did. We'll see you guys tomorrow for tomorrow's Monster Train Morning Commute. Bye!